Probably questioning, what does a 16-year-old girl know about this topic? Well, hi, it's Tessa, and welcome back to Ringo. Today it's not going to be an light-hearted video like normal. This is very, very serious to me, and I just hope you guys will understand that this isn't scripted like all my other videos. This is coming directly from my heart. Probably questioning, what does a 16-year-old girl know about this topic? Well, I know a lot more than you think I do, because I've experienced firsthand blame and bullying in dressing rooms, and losing self-confidence and not believing yourself more than what you think I do. So without further ado, let's get into this. So, what happens when you face adversity? Well, normally what would happen is you would get really, really, really down on yourself, and that hurts, because once you get down on yourself, you start to lose self-confidence, you start to lose hope, start to lose sight, and you start to give up, or are starting to lose your passion for what you do or your sport. And first of all, I just want to give you guys that this goes to athletes, entrepreneurs, hockey players, singing players, goalies, centers, forwards, defense, anyone, basically anyone out there. So adversity is something that we all have to face, we all have to go through, and it's hard to get through sometimes, and you get so down on yourself, and I know this from personal experience. And that's why motivation is key. Once you start getting down on yourself, finding that motivation to get back into doing what you love is so helpful. Just by talking to someone is so helpful, whether that be a teacher, adult, significant other, your best friend, a good friend of yours, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a grandma, grandpa, great-grandma, great-grandpa, a parent or guardian, whoever it may be. It's so important to reach out, because what happens when you get so down, so low, is you start to lose sight, you start to lose hope, and you start to give up. And one small little mistake, or one small little game, one small performance where you make a mistake, isn't going to ruin your entire career. You just got to bounce back and work twice as hard from this. And I know this from personal experience, and I know this from being blamed and bullied in dressing rooms with teams, which is why I started to question myself if I could do it and reach my goals and dreams. Which is why I'm not making these videos to put you goalies down and to hurt you guys and to say you're not good enough. I'm here to help you discover how good you are, to develop you, to push you, but to a way that's not going to break you down. I'm here to help you guys get better and reach your full potential. I know, and I've been playing goalie for like 60 years now. I know that breaking yourself down isn't going to get you anywhere, and I know that I haven't reached my full potential yet, and I'm not putting my best foot forward every time I step on the ice. So that's where I want to talk to you guys about this so badly, is because I know this firsthand from personal experience, and I want you guys to know, and I want you guys to know that the motivation is key, and taking a break, whether that be one practice or just taking the summer off, can be beneficial to you and your mental health. And also, maybe switching associations is what you have to do to be comfortable in the dressing room situation, or to be comfortable with the coaching staff and actually have a supportive environment and not be put down all the time and be bullied and be told you're not good enough. Because I know what it's like to be told you're not good enough, and that hurts. It really does hurt. And I don't want any of you guys to experience that, and if you already have, I know exactly how you feel, and it's not a good feeling at all. It hurts. So me putting myself out here and filming these videos for you guys is not to tell you you're not good enough. It's to help you develop and reach your full potential, because I want to see the best come out of you guys, because I haven't had the best come out of me. But I'm getting there, and I'm trying to document my journey, help you guys as best as I can, so you guys can succeed. I know I've only played single A twice, and that both of my teams weren't very strong. That doesn't really matter, because one bad season isn't going to set you up for a failure. Maybe 6 or 7 bad seasons will. But one bad season will not set you up for failure. One 5-hole goal will not set you up for failure. One mistake, one short lateral movement, one bad play, one bad pass, one bad shot is not going to set you guys up for failure. It's giving up, losing sight, and losing hope that will set you up for failure. I don't want that to happen. With everything going on right now with COVID and itself and the pandemic, find something else you love. Writing, reading, working on skills, school. Like, try stuff to do that you love and you're passionate about outside of the sport, because that's what's going to broaden your perspective on everything in life. If you're just so focused and condensed onto one specific thing, like at hockey, golf, skiing, figure skating, then you're not broadening your perspective and looking at the whole world. You just focus on one specific thing, and that's not going to get you anywhere in life. If your goal is to be a professional hockey player, then what happens if you suffer a career-ending injury and you can't go pursue that goal? What are you going to do now? You have to think back and basically start from scratch and find something else that works, but you've already started too late, so you're not going to get anywhere in that profession because you were so set on one specific thing, and then that came crashing down, and now you can't fulfill that dream. What else are you going to do inside basketball? You're going to coach. Like, you have to basically start from scratch and rebuild yourself back up, and there's like 3 different levels you can look at it. You look at it from being the best of the best to being mediocre to being the worst of the worst and having to build yourself back up again. Where do you want to be? You want to be the best of the best. But if you come crashing down to the bottom, then you aren't going to get there and you aren't going to succeed as you thought you would because you've been focused on one specific thing and haven't reached out and found other passions that you may have. Life isn't all about sports. Yes, sports are a great outlet to forget about stuff and to let go and take your anger out in a safe way. But at the same time, you can't just focus on it because you have to focus on school and life and other stuff if you want to be successful. Even now, with the increased amount of concussions occurring in teenagers today, and teenagers being told they can't play anymore, they've been so focused on racing that Stanley Cup one day in hockey, or making Team Canada, or making the World Juniors, that they never looked beyond the sport and realized, well, what can I do if this all comes down to an end? Having to leave a sport and give up on a sport due to injuries, or having to step away for any reason, is probably the most sad thing, but also the hardest thing someone has to go through, which is why expanding your perspective is such an important thing, and it makes that step away that much easier. Sorry. With that being said, if any of you guys have gone through bullying or adversity, I would love to hear your stories, so please comment them down below or DM me. I'm more than willing to read through them and try and help you guys out, but to the best of my abilities, and just be there for you. I'm so sorry, guys. But motivation is key. If you don't have the motivation to play the sport anymore, then it's best that you take a break and regroup and find that motivation again. Because not having motivation is just going to hurt you in the long run, because then you're not putting your best foot forward and you're not trying and you're not succeeding and you're setting yourself up for failure. And you don't want to set yourself up for failure because that's just going to hurt you in the long run, because then you're not going to make Team Canada, the World Juniors, or anything of that sort. So try your best. There are opportunities out there for you guys, and if anything you guys are going through stuff, I'll leave like the kids help phone line at the end of this video and stuff like that. So please find motivation, broaden your perspective on life and everything around that. So and try not to focus on just one specific thing at a time, because then you're not going to succeed and you're not going to get anywhere at that thing. If you fail at that thing, or you have to step away due to something that has happened, there are so many different things you can do. You can do writing, reading, anything. You can try multiple sports to see if you're better at one than the other and you like this one better than the other. Like, there's so many different ways to look at things. But before I end this, I just want to leave this off of one last thing. Famous author C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Chronicle wrote them down yet series has said this. You can't you can't go back and change the beginning. You can start now and change the ending. What does that to you?